The full scope of the judicial crisis in Grenada became known in January this year when lawyers staged a silent protest to highlight the state of the legal system, which they claimed threatened public confidence. Since then, numerous discussions were held between the bar and government officials and timelines given for redress. The latest was that the Clico building on Yonge Street would be retrofitted to temporarily house the courts for the new law term in September. However, according to newly re-elected president of the bar, Lisa Taylor, the association is not satisfied with the rate of progression.
There has been some movement. We have heard promises, and I have to also say we have worked very actively along with the government authorities to try and address this problem. The Minister for Legal Affairs has indicated that the Clico building is being refurbished, and the projected period for that, or the start date for that, should coincide with the opening of the law term, which has traditionally been September of each year. We have no confidence at all at the bar that that is going to happen.
The attorney justified their action.
But because of that historical, the arc of how history has played out as far as the problems we've identified in the judicial system, it has led us to a point of, I think it's an unprecedented point really, of the bar having to take an action in court. And the question is asked, well, why take that step? Well, as I've explained in another forum, we are lawyers. If you have a problem, in this case, we have considered that the adverse effects being suffered by the Grenadian public coming out of this situation may have implications for whether or not the right to a fair trial, as guaranteed by our Constitution, may not be affected. The irony is we have to fight in court to get a court.
Since 2018, it was brought to the attention of the media that the judicial system was faced with the lack of proper court accommodations. The former Lime building on the Carnage was the facility which housed the court complex before it was closed down due to health challenges. Mount Dale was given as a temporary location for a single civil court, while the criminal court is housed on St. John Street. The Grenada Bar Association's president says the two single courts presents a crisis, which includes people on remand being disadvantaged.
Not only is it inadequate to have one single civil court and one single criminal court, which has implications for an increased backlog, and in the case of the criminal court, a backlog of criminal matters means that someone could be sitting on remand for an extended period to get a trial. I need to say nothing further on that. In the case of the single civil court, it means that there's a backlog of all civil matters.
Chrislina John, GBN News.